Alright, welcome to day 61 of our journey to Platinum here in Elden Ring. The goal of this series is to be the most thorough environmental playthrough of this game that you will ever find, down to collecting the last row of fruit in the environment. So we're going super thorough, very tedious, pretty slow going. Let me show you this. We are right now 60 hours into the game. And this is all we've made it to in terms of map exploration, because so far everything in Limgrave and everything like up to here, like there's a couple things we skipped over that we got to go back to. Every corner has been explored, and we still got to go over to Caelid as well though. But we're going real thorough, so buckle in for today's episode of thorough environmental exploration, and we're gonna have to. We're going to have to do some thorough NPC stuff pretty soon, because we're about to get to that point in the game where some stuff's going to get locked out. So that is coming soon. But today, I'm going to work my way through this section of land over here first. Yesterday we did all this stuff leading up to the Manor, and then this stuff up here where the Three Sisters are at, where the rises are. So that stuff is done. So now we're working our way through this. And next, once I work my way through this, that'll pretty much wrap up everything land-wise in Liurnia. Meaning that we'll pretty much just have water stuff left, or lake stuff left. So we'll go into the lake, and we may actually make it into the lake today, depending on how quickly I can fly through all this land. So, and I just saw a Everjail. I didn't realize there was an Everjail over here. So, what I'm going to do right now is explore everything along this side of the path, and then we'll cross over and go to the other side of the path once everything over here is done. And that includes, like, I'll do the Everjail and stuff on this side too, and then we'll pass over to the other side. So it's currently 1:12 in the morning, and Charles keeps hearing something outside. He was up here. There's a guest bedroom here on the second floor of my house. And he was up here, going just on the bed in the guest bedroom so he could look out the window, just barking his head off. I looked out and there's nothing there. And then now he's downstairs doing the same thing. So, I don't know. His feathers are all ruffled about something. His fur is up in the air. Okay, so, and I might, if he keeps going, I'm probably going to have to go check on him and figure out what he's flipping out about, which I guarantee you is nothing, but he genuinely thinks that there's something worth flipping out about, apparently. There's a lot of, like, grave glovewort and stuff through here. I mean, I know that all comes from, it's because it's a little graveyard area, so those who live in death are right here, but it's just weird. Usually there's not that much around these graveyards in terms of that type of crafting material or upgrade material, because it's grave glovewort, so it's more of a upgrade thing than a crafting thing. There's also a lot of glowing skulls around here, which I will promptly take. So a lot of this is done. I've hit the spot again recently in this playthrough where I've wondered if I need to be a little less thorough. Even though we're trying to go so thorough, there's been times that I hit in this series where I go, wow, like, I'm almost being way overly thorough. And so I'm at times kind of feeling like, holy crap, like, I need to just cool it down a little bit. And we can just, if we miss a couple crafting materials, it's whatever. It's still close enough to 100% environmental exploration. But I think all this over here is good. This Everjail is right over here. And like I said, I had no idea this Everjail was here. You can kind of see it on the map. Like, you can see the circle, but I guess I just didn't realize that's what it was when I was looking at the map earlier. And when I say earlier, I mean yesterday. Because we looked at it a few times yesterday just to kind of see what I was headed towards. But I don't know. I guess I just didn't process that's what it was. And then back here, this leads to just darkness, it looks like. Getting into just the recesses of the world. And this is still, all that stuff under there, I think that all of that is technically the area underneath where, like, Volcano Manor is. So, underneath Mount Gelmir. And I don't think that I can get to any of that. I think that that's just that's unaccessible area, but it very much looks like it looks similar to the area where the village of the Albinaurics is at, here in Liurnia. So that's why when I glance over there, I keep thinking that maybe I just don't remember that that's an area you can get to. But I'm pretty sure under there's nothing. I think it's just for looks. It's for looks and giggles. So let's get all the way around this Everjail in terms of environmental exploration, collecting everything. And then I will actually move my way into the Everjail and take out the boss. And I gotta go check on Charles. I'll be back. Alright, I closed him in the room here with me. That way he'll be in here. Hopefully, he just started barking again though, even in here. I don't know what what are you hearing? There's nothing. We're alone, buddy. There's nothing in here, I promise you, with all of my heart. I don't know what he keeps hearing, but he keeps going straight up vicious attack dog mode on this place. And you know what's funny? I always laugh about the fact that he's a huge coward. Everything scares him. Yet he goes, like I said, he goes like attack dog mode, like he's gonna do something if there was actually something or someone in here. Like he acts all rough and tough, but if there was actually anything in here, he would literally just he'd run and hide behind me because he'd be too afraid of whatever it is. He's literally chewing on something on the ground, barking at whatever he's chewing on. And you know, so I've got some people have mentioned at times, you obviously hear about bark collars and stuff, because clearly barking is a little bit of a thing that I still haven't gotten under control with him yet. But I like, to each their own. I just really don't want to put a bark collar on him. I don't feel good about that. Because I just want him to kind of learn when it's appropriate to bark and when it isn't. Because barking, it's just part of him. He's a dog. I mean, it's a way that he communicates. It's a way that he warns me of danger, and it's a way that I don't know. It's a way that he expresses himself, if that's the way that you want to put it. So I really don't want to. Okay, why can't I not get up to this? So I don't want to punish him for barking with a shock or anything like that. So because I don't want to, I'm not going to. I'm just not going to use a bark collar. But I just don't know what the next best solution is for getting him used to not barking anymore. Or again, not that I don't want him to bark ever. I just want him to know when it's okay to bark and when it isn't. Because obviously there's a time and a place, and most of the time when he barks, it's not the time or the place. It's like middle of the night, and he thinks he hears something, but there's absolutely no threat. So something he and I got to work on. We got to work on when it's appropriate and when it isn't. And he'll get there. He's still only 11 months old. So, and I got to get him. I got to get his balls chopped soon. I know there's theories about that too, about when to get them fixed. And the vet said the earliest you can do is 6 months. So originally I was thinking about doing it when he was 6 months old, but then I ended up waiting because it's depending on where you go, and I think it also probably depends on where you are in the country, the vet that you're going to, things like that. It's not cheap getting that surgery done. So because of that, I just have not had the money to have it done. So I've kind of just kept him away from female dogs for the time being. Oh, that gold rune just went into my chest, so I've got over 100 of those gold rune ones now then. So yeah, so I gotta get that done. Gotta get those balls chopped off of him. But I just keeping him away from female dogs, specifically ones that aren't spayed, and I don't know. It's not cheap. So I'm thinking that, and there's some programs and stuff to help people that don't necessarily have the money to spend an arm and a leg just to get their dog fixed. So we might go through something like that, because it would be nice. It'd be nice to have him fixed anyway, so that I don't have to worry about him being around any female dogs, regardless of if they're fixed or not. So I would like to get it done so I can stop worrying about that, as well as it'd be nice because then maybe he wouldn't hump as much. Because when he's with my mom's dog, I mean, they're both dudes, so it's not like they're doing it just to show dominance, but they hump the crap out of each other. And so it'd be nice to not have to worry about that anymore, as well as it'd be nice if, when he gets really excited, if he wouldn't just be rocking it. like that thing pops out of there, and it's nasty. It's not something that I want to see on a daily basis. So getting him fixed would also hopefully solve that issue. Anyway, Charles, we'll get those balls chopped soon enough. Don't you worry, buddy. Okay, so over here... Oh, there's still Roa right here, so I hadn't apparently walked through this yet. I know, yeah, I definitely walked to right here, though, because this is where the path kind of splits everything up. There's Wolves's right here. Let's get rid of the Wolves's. A couple of thin beast bones. But yeah, so apparently I didn't realize I had picked up so many Gold Rune 1s. Apparently I've got a ton of them, and I didn't notice that until... Oh, there's one of those big, like red wolves over there. I have to go check that out in a second here. I didn't realize that was here. Yeah, but clearly I have a ton of Gold Rune 1s, so... I probably should calculate, like, I've never really calculated how many, like, since each one gives you 200, how many would you need to get, like, 30,000 runes? Because that's about where I'm at right now in terms of how much it costs to level. So, like, how many Gold Rune 1s would it take if I was at, like, 0 runes? How many would I have to use to level up? Because I might have enough right now. If I've got over 100 of those, I might have enough right now to where I could just use those and level up, which would be pretty nice. But I usually like to use them just to get me over the tipping point when I already have runes. And just enough to get me over the tipping point with whatever I already have. So, and this, did I run through? I think I ran through all of this, and we checked out the environment here. So everything should be good there. Oh, clearly I missed some Roa fruit right there, though. Oh, and there's a glowing skull up on this thing. Go check that out. Grab this real fast. Get even more of those. Can never have too many. And I don't want to go too far down here right now because I don't want to fight this guy yet. I want to go do the Everjail first. So I think that there's also crafting materials here. There's a lot of stuff through these gravestones. A lot of stuff to pick up. Alright, but I think all of these gravestones I'm pretty much done with. Pretty much checked all this out. Yeah, because that's where the dead wolves are. Alright, so let's go handle this situation over here at the Everjail. Make this happen. Royal Grave Everjail. Alright, so I've got fire grease in case I need it. I have a feeling whatever's in here is probably going to be pretty easy. Just because I'm still, I'd say, pretty vastly over-leveled for most of what we're dealing with right now. So, let's go make this happen. Have no idea who's in here, because I haven't been in this Everjail in a long time. Oh, it's an Onyx Lord. What's up, Onyx? Oh yeah, and these are the ones that have, like, all the gravitational stuff. How much damage do I do to him? Okay, that's pretty good. I can probably tank a lot of this fight, but I still probably need to be careful. Oh, how did I miss that? There you go. Yeah, doing that does pretty good damage, doing the unsheath. Does that... Okay, that does stagger him. Crap, that's gonna... Frick. And this is the, like, meteor shower, or whatever that's called. I think that's what it is. Ooh! Oh, man, he like, keeps on spinning around. And that, I don't know exactly what that does. Ooh, even without fire on my blade, Unsheath does pretty good damage, so he's relatively weak. Crap. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Okay, I'm gonna heal real fast. He's got that thing happening. Okay, I'm gonna do some Unsheath action on him. See, yeah, that, I really don't know what that does. It seems like it would do some sort of, like, physical damage, but I don't know. Meteorite. So that must be the thing that's got to be what he was just using. So it's not meteor shower, it's just meteorite, I guess. Cool, so I've got that now, though, in case I ever want to use it. And you get like, okay, so you get like 4K for killing him. That's not too bad. Especially for how much of a pushover he is. Wait, did all this stuff out here respawn? Didn't I just collect this stuff right here? Maybe I didn't run through right here because oh yeah, so that's interesting that all this stuff respawns when you come out of the Everjail. I thought that it would all register that you had already gone through it all. So that's interesting. Very interesting. Very strange. Go ahead and drink this, and then we'll go down and deal with this. I don't remember what these big wolves are called. Because I know that they're like somehow related to Radigan, I believe, but I don't know how. Because they've got, I remember seeing like lore or something about how they're described as like having the same red hair as Radigan. So I don't know what the lore is surrounding that. But regardless, these guys, they're no joke, and so we'll see how this goes. He might be more difficult to deal with than the Onyx Lord, to be totally and completely honest with you. But I haven't fought one in a while, so let's see what happens. I know that you're essentially, I think you fight one of these. I think he's the final boss inside of, oh crap, inside of Raya Lucaria as well. He's just significantly bigger. Crap. Or maybe he's not. Maybe he is just as big. Maybe he's just more difficult. Maybe his size is pretty much the same. I don't know. But my goodness, yeah, like I said, that I would definitely say that he's a bit more difficult than the Onyx Lord. But the thing about it is he's also got three wolves with him. So that's naturally going to make him a little more difficult. And I need to not approach it the way that I just did. Just kind of staying on Torrent and swinging willy-nilly. I should probably get off of Torrent, fight him that way, and be, like, actually somewhat decent with my timings. So we're going to do it that way this time. But what I would like to do to make that easier is to maybe draw the 3 white wolves away from him and get rid of them, and then go up and fight him. Because I just think that'll make it a little bit easier, because then I'm not thinking about where they're at. The only problem, though, is... Hang on, let me equip some throwing knives. I might be able to maybe pull them out a little easier. Can I... I don't know how far I can throw. Can I hit him? No. And it seems like as soon as I hit one, though... Okay, good, good. So, big Radigan Wolf didn't notice me. So it must have been because I used a sorcery earlier. That's why he noticed me. Can you... Well, now he sees me, so it must be more based on how close you get. And I'm just wasting throwing knives at this point. Okay, if I can just pull him out, that works too. Like, I don't necessarily have to kill the 3 wolves. Okay, cool. Woo! Okay, this kind of hurts, it seemed like, when it hits you. Crap. My timing. Oh, crap. I didn't have my flask out. Okay, I'm going to heal real fast. I think I've got time. Nice, did have just enough time. Brick. Crap. Dang it. I'm trying to get him with an unsheath. Okay, so that does some pretty decent damage. I'm gonna heal again. Brick. Dang it, I missed him again with that. Brick! My timing, I apologize for the monstrosity you were witnessing right now. Can I just... Dang it, so I can't really just run from that, it seems like. I've got to dodge, so I've got to not suck. Man, I hate the way he leaps around like that. Like, stop leaping, please. Frick. So he's got this thing, and then, dang it, and I didn't dodge at all in time for that. Okay, I'm probably going to die again. I'm just trying to kind of learn his moveset. Dang it. I'm not learning very well, though, I feel like. Okay, so that I can dodge pretty easily. Dang it. He was low. Oh, and I didn't pick up my 8K runes. Frick. Dang it, man. Alright, so what I just learned there is that I suck. So at least we've learned that. I at least learned some kind of lesson there. You know, it's important to learn lessons in life, and that's the lesson that I learned. So we're gonna take that lesson, and I think the solution to that lesson is just don't suck and actually dodge when you're supposed to dodge. So we'll make this happen. It's gonna be fine. But I am a little disappointed that I wasn't thinking about the fact that I had 8k runes on me before, and now all those are just gone. Which I know isn't that big of a deal, it's not that much, but it's still enough to where I'm not happy about it. And you know, if I die again to this, I should probably just run past all of these, like all these wolves and all of those who live in death in the graveyard, rather than killing them each and every time, because this is just gonna get obnoxious. And I'm hoping that this guy doesn't. Oh, there's Albinarix over there too. I'm hoping that this guy doesn't respawn after you kill him once. That'd be sweet. Can I hit him with this? I didn't hit him, but okay. So I'm gonna try it on horseback again this time, and just see if I do a lot of like dodging and weaving, sprinting around, doing some spirit jumps and stuff, if I can make this happen a little faster. Crap. It's not working. Yeah, I did just get some hits. I don't know. Okay, I can dodge those pretty well. And whatever that thing is that he does. Okay. Dang it. Okay, so that is somewhat easy to dodge that one on Torrent. Dang it. Okay. Okay, that works. That works. I'm gonna do this real fast. I'm gonna drink. Okay. So I just need to get up here, get a couple more hits on him. Can you stop? Can you stop moving? Like your moving is obnoxious. Like if you could maybe just stand still, it'd be sweet. I think that's the most annoying thing, is his constant jumping around. I think that he is very annoying for that. Got him. Frick. Okay, you get 1386. That's not enough. 1386 is not enough. Should get more. Okay. Well, crisis averted. In a very poor way, crisis was averted. Not proud of my performance there. But, you know, you can't be proud all the time. And you know, he kind of jumps around like these do, just way faster. And in much bigger leaps and bounds, I guess. So, they're all kind of in the same wolf family. Ooh, and there's a lot of Miquella's lilies here. Ooh, a lot of Miquella's lilies. There's also, I've noticed, quite a bit of root resin around here. Like, look, even just right there. And usually, most root resin is in more like foresty type areas. So, it's kind of interesting. Alright, so this over here, this is the spot that I was wondering. I know I walked past this earlier, but I didn't check this when I was here. This is what I was wondering, if I can get over to Bellum Highway from here. I don't think... I think... Yeah, this, like, land bridge looks like it's not accessible, at least from this side. Looks like it's almost kind of just cliffs and stuff. So, yeah, it looks like you cannot get over there from this side. So, we therefore will not be doing that. And I already have a couple of the graces over on Bellum Highway. We've got the Bellum Church and the East Raya Lucaria Gate. Both of those graces were grabbed that one day when I was kind of just sprinting ahead a little bit. So, we've got access to the area. And now that I think about it, I do think... I mean, not that it really matters, but before I go into Raya Lucaria, not only do I, of course, need to do all of the lake portion, specifically the spot where you go to that, like, church thing and fight the dragon and get the glintstone key, but I'm also thinking maybe I'll do all of Bellum Highway before we go into Raya Lucaria, because then literally all the land, not just Liurnia's land, but even other lands surrounding Raya Lucaria can be marked off the list. So, we'll see. We will indeed see if if that's what I end up doing. I don't know. We'll decide, you know, change my mind a lot, but it's all going to get done. Doesn't really matter what order it's done in. You know, I was watching a speedrun earlier, a distortion speedrun, and it's crazy the ways that the people have figured out glitches and stuff for this game and ways to beat the game quickly. I don't know what the current world record is in terms of an any percent speedrun for this game, but I know one of the ones that I was watching was from not all that long after this game came out in, I think it was 2022. And again, this was a distortion speedrun, and it was an any percent. He made it to the end in 6 minutes and 59 seconds. Like, credits rolled. Like, it was insane. And so it's crazy, the things that people have figured out, the glitches and the ways to get through things, sort of exploit things. But honestly, even the people that do a glitchless speedrun have managed to make it through the game in a very short amount of time, considering how massive the game is, and they've done it without glitches. So it's crazy. And it really, it puts into perspective how crazy it is, how long you spend in the game. And I know at one time or another, they did the same thing. They spent a ton of time doing, their first, second, third playthroughs and just kind of leisurely enjoyed the game, saw everything it had to offer, and then started going into speedrun stuff. So they did it at one time too, but it's just crazy looking and going, holy crap. I'm heading to Bellum Highway, and I'm 60 hours in, and someone had the credits roll in 7 minutes. It's wild. It is some crazy, crazy nonsense stuff. Okay, so most of these, I think, all these things are checked. I'm working my way up this way now, we're on the other side of the path, because I would say everything on this side of the path is done. So it's basically just this stuff on the side of the path leading up, back towards where the Manor's at. So we will do all of this, and this over here, this graveyard is where these Albinaurics are walking around at. Okay, that I checked down there. Is that that's the front, isn't that's the gate to Raya, Lucaria, right? So that's where Bellum Highway starts. Oh wait, no, that's part of the Manor. Oh, yeah, okay. I don't know why. I didn't realize that was the Manor at first. Totally missed that one. Not really paying attention here to where we're walking around in the world. So I'm going to go kind of around this graveyard first, and then we'll work our way back in and actually take care of the Albinaurics that are hanging out in there. And so, yeah, as I've mentioned the past couple of days, very soon we're going to have to start dealing with some NPC stuff that's about to be locked out. Whoa, oh wait, what is that? Is that part of... Okay, yeah, so that's the top part of the Manor. Okay, well, yeah, I totally should have known that we're this close to the Manor, and that's what that was that I was looking at from over there. I don't know why, it did not process in my brain that that's what I was looking at. But yeah, so because even though I've put a lot of emphasis on environmental exploration throughout the playthrough, I'm also trying to put an emphasis on making sure that we talk to all the NPCs and stuff too, and get all their dialogue. So that's why we got to do all that sort of backtrack work with NPCs pretty soon. Okay, so this pretty much takes me back to where the Grace is at. So now let's work our way through this section of land over towards where the little Albinauric graveyard is at. I wonder if it's Albinaurics buried there, and they're protecting their own from grave robbers and stuff, or if it just happens to be they commandeered this little grave area. And also, I wonder if, when I'm over there, if there will also be those who live in death that spawn, or if it's just Albinaurics over here. I guess we will see shortly. So all of this over here is done. That section is done. We got some early flowers here. And then, okay, cool, yeah. So a lot of this open stuff here is pretty much wrapped up. So it's pretty much this like graveyard section left, I would say. And so I'm thinking that after this, I'm still deciding, like I said, if we want to go into the lake and do that stuff next, or if I want to go onto Bellum Highway. And I'm leaning towards Bellum and doing that first, I think. So it's probably where we'll head next. Because, I mean, there's a decent amount of stuff around there. It's not like it's just a tiny, Peasley little highway. I mean, there's a lot of stuff surrounding it. And then there's the whole area that leads down into the, like, huge crevasse area that we'll have to work through, which heads over to the Grand Lift. So, but that, I think I'll probably definitely do that after Raya Lucaria. We'll go into the crevasse. Ooh, there's Grave Glovewort right there. What else am I missing through here that I could possibly pick up? Ooh, here we go. Some Grave Violet as well. And yeah, so everything on that side of the path we're done, so I'm literally just focusing on this side at this point. And is this... Oh, that's the spot I already picked stuff up there. I hate that in order to collect everything around graves like this, like, you're kind of just getting stuck over and over again, because I always walk through, like, over top of these things, over top of the gravestones, because of the fact that I can't really, like, you can't always see what you've missed. So if you just walk through and look for the prompts, helps you not miss stuff, but it's annoying trying to walk through an area that's technically blocked by gravestones. So, you know, but it's just the hazards of 100%ing. Oh, I didn't kill this guy before he stood back up. Was silly of me. Now he's dead. So this answers my question, though. There are not only Albinaurics in here, there's also those who live in death. So, we got some extra stuff on our hands here, folks. Other than just Albinaurics. Hello there. Albinaurics. They're guarding some items here, too. What you got? Ooh, Albinauric Ashes. I guess that's fitting. Back here is where I've already been. What are you doing? Why can I not... It seems like I can't... Well, okay, I staggered him. Okay. Usually it's the big ones. Like the bigger ones with the huge clubs that you can't stagger. But a couple of these seem somewhat unstaggerable, which is interesting. Okay, so this gets back to also where I was already at. Whoa, 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 whoa. Now, we're not going to do any of that. That's some BS right there. And see, it's not even... Those ones are usually pretty easy to stagger, too. I mean, not when they're rolling like that, but it's the ones even bigger than him that are usually a bit of a challenge staggering. Not even a bit of a challenge. They are just not staggerable, usually. Oh, whoa, what the... Oh. Juvenile Scholar Cap, Juvenile Scholar Robe, and a Larval Tier. I was thinking that was one of those guys that you talk to. So what... I just want to read the lore on those items real fast. Cap worn by young Academy scholars. The juveniles birthed anew by the amber egg of Queen Renala, the head of Raya Lucaria Academy. Yet their rebirth is not without imperfections, and thus do they repeat the process, eventually becoming utterly dependent on it. Rebirth is as sleep to them, and with each awakening, memory fades into oblivion. Interesting. So, yeah, the info should be the same on each of these. Very, very interesting. So that, I must be, like, I don't know all the lore surrounding that, but that's related to, like, the types of things that you're fighting as you're, like, that are down beneath Renala in the boss fight in Raya Lucaria. So again, I don't know how all the lore works surrounding her, but that's what they're all wearing, is those juvenile caps and juvenile gowns and stuff. And that's a really cool boss fight, the Renala boss fight. It's, I would say, if I'm remembering correctly, again, that's another thing, it's been a long time since I've gone through it, but if I'm remembering correctly, that's another one that's really, really easy. It's, at first, I feel like first time through, you're kind of like, alright, like, how the heck do I do this? I don't, because it's almost more of a puzzle type of boss fight than it is super challenging. But once you kind of figure out what you're doing and how to combat combat her as a boss, then it's like, oh, okay, this is nothing really to shake a stick at. Okay, so there's just one more little section of land here that I want to explore. Right through here. And then we can call this good. Yes, he's still picking up stuff. Root resin, crystal bud. Lots of good stuff. Lots of good things. Golden rune. And obviously the golden runes, though, that's not as important, because those will just keep respawning. I mean, none of the crafting materials are really important either, but 100% in here, people. Lots of exploration to do. Yeah, see, there's just stuff all through these gravestones. Like, tons of stuff to pick up. Which is crazy. Okay, cool. So, I'm going to say that we're done here. So, Big Radigan Wolf has been killed. That Everjail is done. And I think, actually, the one other thing I wanted to quickly look at was up here. Because... yeah, so here's where the Grace is at. And then does this just lead over to the edge of... yeah, this just leads over to the edge of the Manor. And this... hang on, this section real fast is also something I wanted to run through. Because I don't think I ran through... I don't know that I ran through all of the woods right here on this side of the path. I know I ran through the woods on the other side of the path, though. But I feel like I didn't run through these. So let's just run through these real fast. Just for thoroughness, just for good measure. See what we can grab, and then we'll be able to move on. And there's that guy standing there aimlessly with a torch. When they're standing there just like that, like not even really moving, they kind of look like they've lost their minds. What's spawning here? Oh, there's those who live in death on this pathway too. Wait, so did I come through here? I genuinely don't... I know I was on the other side of the path at one point, and I don't think I've come through on this side of the path. I'm pretty sure I skipped over it yesterday and decided I'd do it today. So we're doing it. We're making it happen. So then this guy standing here like he's... would you stop with the torch? Dear Lord. It's annoying. It's one of those things where it's like, okay, you know you could just run away. Just step backwards 2 steps, but it's the principle of the thing. It's just annoying that a little Peasley torch does that much to you. And affects you that much. Affects Torrent that much. I mean, come on. Torrent is a spectral steed, for goodness sake. Oh, I do remember fighting these wolves is right here. And that one guy, he just kind of... oh, there's another one. Just kind of stood there and took it. Alright, all 4 of you have been taken care of. Easy peasy, easy as pie. It's like taking candy from a wolf. Alright, all the way up to this is good. I don't think I missed anything here. And then, yeah, everything back here should be good. But then this, so this is what then leads back up towards the 3 sisters, like I said, and kind of back towards the entrance into like the Royal Moon Gazing room where we fought Royal Knight Loretta. So that's what all this will take us back to, is that. So I think then that means this section of land, there shouldn't be anything else in. What was that though? Oh, there's a guy here that... where is you? There. Oh, there's a couple of them. Can you guys stop though? Oh, there's thrice of them. Is there another one too? There's so many of them. What the heck? Let me pick up what these guys dropped real fast, though. Erdleaf flower, royal fruit. Okay, where is he gonna go now? These guys teleporting like that, it's very annoying. Because you, like, by the time you get to them, they've already teleported again. Where is he? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? I don't know where he is. I hear him. I hear him flinging crap. He's flinging poop like a mahunky. There you go. Okay. Very annoying. And those are the same... those guys... Or the same thing that we were encountering, like, around some of the rises as well over here. Like, they were spawning near those, I think, yesterday. Or no, inside the ruins is what it was. Okay, so all this is done. So we've got the behind Caria Manor, got the Everjail. So then, let's do this. So all this stuff over here is done too. All the land on this side is done. We've made it through all of that. So let's go to here, I guess, and we'll start working our way through everything around Bellum. And then, once we work our way through all this, then we'll go down, wrap up the lake, see if he has anything else to say. I don't think he does. No. We still gotta do, like, the stuff to have him alter. I think it's gotta be, like, boss armor. We've gotta have him alter. And then we should be able to kind of progress his stuff. Okay, so, let's see. So, over here, down there is where that Wandering Mausoleum is. I don't know how to get him to sit down, though. Because he doesn't have stuff around his feet. So, I kind of need to figure that out. I don't know how that works. And we've gone through this massive open section of water here. So, that also is complete. But then everything up here, like, nothing here really has been explored yet. So, it is time to begin all of this. And we should be able to fly through all this relatively quickly. I mean, Bellum, like I said, it's got a decent amount of stuff, but it shouldn't take too long to get through everything Bellum related. And then we'll head back down into the water, finish up the stuff down there, get the glintstone key, and then head into Raya Lucaria, wrap up Raya Lucaria, and just keep on rolling. It's going to happen. And so now that we've made it to this point, let's go ahead and talk to this lady.
Oh, what a pity it is to be without the right. All you can do is stand at a loss, without even the half-crescents that wish to be whole. Before the unmoving, unfeeling grand lift ahead. Or are you planning to throw yourself to the waters? To find the coward's passage through the dim cavern?
Cool, so that gives you, it gives you like little hints and stuff, her dialogue there. It's like little hints about the Grand Lift that we're headed to, all the way at the end of Bellum Highway in that direction. So, because essentially, like, we could utilize the other half of the what is it, the medallion? Like, the other half of the medallion, but I've still got to go to Caelid to get that other half. So she's kind of talking about how you can use that to get through the lift, or you can go through like the dark passage next to it, where you kind of go through the mountain in order to get up towards the Altus Plateau. So you got options either way. You use the lift, or you can go through the dark passage, which is cool that you've got two options there. We're gonna do both. Like, we'll explore all of it, obviously. But it's kind of cool that she gives you that info. And I think technically you probably don't want to talk to her until after you've gone through Raya Lucaria. It's not like she spoils anything, obviously, but it's just sort of because you're walking towards that lift, the game sort of expects, and since she's on this side of the Raya Lucaria gate, the game kind of expects that you've made it through Raya Lucaria by the time you talk to her. So probably talk to her a bit early, but I don't really care. It's fine. No matter what, it works. As I've said a bunch of times, it's kind of the beauty is that it doesn't matter what order you go in, because everything will work out. It'll all work out. That's a life lesson right there. It doesn't matter what order you go in. Doesn't matter if your best friend's already making $1 million by the time that you're, I don't know, whatever age. That's not a personal story, by the way. I don't know anyone making $1 million, but it's rhetorical. If you're making $7 and they're making 50, it doesn't matter as long as you're working hard and you're working towards the spot that you want to be at. Because it's not a competition. And so, it's also, that's how Elden Ring works. It doesn't matter what order you take it in. But I've talked a good bit about, throughout this playthrough, about, jeez. They reminded me of the Gorillas, whichever song that was, when the guy, when you hear the lead singer go, whatever he does, I don't know, but, I have talked about how I try to go in somewhat of the right order throughout this playthrough. That's what I've been trying to do, even though I know that it doesn't matter. But just kind of for the sake of maybe the most prudent way to approach the game. Yeah, so see, how the heck do you... Ooh, wait, I've never tried this before. Can I jump on top of him? You can! Whoa. Okay. So... what does that mean? Like, what happens? Like, can I get in there then from up here? Maybe that's how you get him to sit down. Okay, hang on. Where is his entrance at? Ooh, I was thinking he was sitting down for a second there. I've never been up on top like this. And I don't know... Oh, you know what? Probably easiest way to find it is that the stairs right there? That might be the entrance there. Oh, wait a second. That's how you do it. You gotta... He's got stuff on him that you clean off. Interesting. We just found something that I never found before. I didn't know that this is how you did this. And as I've talked about, I typically try not to Google things like this. Or to, like, look on the wiki, because I like to just figure it out myself. But I was never that interested in getting into this one. So I just didn't think about it. But this is how you do it. That's so freaking cool. And he's having a little sit down. Whoa! It sends you off, apparently, when he sits down. Okay, alright, so now let's go inside. Not that I really need to go inside. Because I don't have any remembrances on me right now. Okay, let's open her up. But that's super cool. I'm excited. That makes me feel good that we figured that out. Oh, wait, no, I do have... Wait, why? There's no... I don't even have that in my inventory. I thought I already used that remembrance. How many of these do I have right now? Wow, yeah, well over 100. Yeah, I don't have his remembrance, so why can I duplicate it? Like, I thought you had to have it in order to be able to duplicate it. But maybe that's not the case. Okay, so I duplicated it, so now do I have it again? I do. Very interesting. So that's how that works then. I was totally thinking that you had to have it with you. And why is it raining in here? That's a bit odd. So I thought that you had to, like, have it in your inventory to be able to duplicate it. But I guess it works instead, like, if you don't have it, unless something just glitched there. I don't really know. Man, in this, he sat down right next to the mountain, didn't he? Okay, cool. So all this is done, and there's a spirit spring right over here. So we can get back up there, I think, pretty easily to what I was already exploring. Yeah, so I took this spirit spring the other day when we were here, because obviously I ended up just calling it quits down there, because I realized I wasn't going to be able to open that up. But maybe that's why the spirit spring is there, is not only as like a quick way to explore the environment and get up here, but I wonder if you could use the spirit spring to get onto that wandering mausoleum, depending on where he's standing, or if you always have to jump onto him from up here like I just did. I don't really know, but that's so cool. I'm so excited. After like 300 and... I'm probably at like 400 play hours in terms of all of my saves. Probably like 400 hours in this game, and never knew that. So that's sweet. And that's why I really look forward to going through some of the FromSoft games that I haven't actually played yet. Like Dark Souls 3 and Dark Souls 1. Things like that, and whatever their next game is, because I know I know there's been rumors about the next game. It just hasn't been announced yet. But that's why I look forward to those things, is because it's so much fun when you find those little things that you didn't realize. And when it's a brand new game, and or even if it's not brand new, if it's one of their games that you've never played before, it's just like area after area you're finding stuff that you didn't know about. And it's so cool. It's like a adrenaline dopamine rush. So as you can see, I love that, considering that all that I just figured out was was how to get into that Wandering Mausoleum, and I'm stoked about even just that. So here's how I'm going to approach Bellum. Is we've got this path that leads right up the middle, so we're going to do everything on this side first, and then work our way up into this area up here that I couldn't get to before. And then we'll go down the other side of the path. I don't know, another day, whenever we get to that point. Probably be to that point relatively quickly, but we'll go all the way to kind of this edge of this path today as we explore. Oh yeah, and there's this guy. He's not a Knight's Cavalry, right? No, I think he's just a regular. Yeah, he's just a regular, like, horseback knight. Oh, you know what I just remembered that we should go do is there is a Knight's Cavalry in Liurnia that I totally missed, and I didn't realize it until I think I was looking at the wiki maybe. And I realized that I had just never been in that particular location at night. At least I don't think I have. And so I'll show you on the map where I'm talking about. So it's over... Let's see, it's way back this way. So it's right in here. Apparently a Knight's Cavalry spawns. And of course, for Knight's Cavalries as well as the Deathbirds, it has to be nighttime when you go past an area for them to be spawned. So apparently I never walked through that area, at least to my knowledge, when it was nighttime. So we're going to have to go back and fight that Knight's Cavalry there. We'll just have to do it when it's... Like, I can just go over there and pass the time until it's the middle of the night, and he'll spawn. But yeah, so that'll be cool, since I've never fought him in that location before, at least to my recollection. And that's one of the things, is I'm trying to hit every boss as we go through this. My goal is to not miss any, even hidden ones like that. So it's always kind of it's always like exciting when I realize that there's maybe a boss that we can go back and beat that I missed, but it's also sometimes disappointing because I'm like, man, that kind of sucks that I missed it. Like I try to find all that stuff first playthrough, or like just as we're walking through the area, which is why I go so thorough, but inevitably stuff gets missed. So then we gotta backtrack. Wait, there's a Knight's Cavalry here too? Holy crap, there's Knight's Cavalries everywhere. I didn't know there was one here too. What, I can't look at my map right now. I was gonna see what time of day it is, because it doesn't look like it's quite nighttime, I didn't think. But I noticed that what made me decide to look behind me was hearing the music. I was like, that doesn't sound like normal music right there. Brack. I might die to a Knight's Cavalry, which would suck. Okay, I'm gonna heal. You know what? I'm gonna try and stay off of Torrent for a little bit. See what I can do here. See what kinds of damage I can do. Dang. If I can, and it'd be nice to kill his horse. And I also don't want that other guy to notice me. This is kind of a sucky spot for him to spawn, since this whole area is surrounded by like smaller enemies too. So you run the risk of getting them involved in your fight. Hi, you swung to the wrong side, you idiot. Oh, that time you didn't. Might need to get back up on Torrent shortly here. Don't you hit me. Gotcha. Nice. Okay, I've almost got his horse. Got your horse. Sorry, pal. Can I hit him while he's... Yeah, I can hit him while he's on the ground. Hit him while he's down. Can I backstab him too? I sure can. Holy crap. Boom. Suck it. Okay, what do you get for him runes-wise? 5,600. That's pretty good. Ashvor Giant Hunt and Night Rider Glaive. Ooh, I didn't mean to turn that off. I meant to pull Torrent back out. Welcome back, Torrent. All right, so Giant or Night... Yeah, wait, I want to look at both of those things. So what was the one? that he gave? It was Giant Hunt. Skill developed for confronting gigantic foes. Step forward from a low stance, carrying the momentum into a sudden upward thrust. Usable on large and colossal weapons capable of thrusting, spears, and twin blades. Okay. I wonder if... I think that means it's not usable in my katana. But then also, let me look at that giant glaive that he dropped. Is this the one? That's the Knight Rider glaive. Oh, wait, no, maybe I read the two together. Maybe it was... Is that all it was that he dropped? A jet black glaive with a blade as weighty as a bludgeon. Weapon of the Knights Cavalry who ride funeral steeds. This glaive excels at weighty slash attacks that crash into foes, making it a powerful weapon even on horseback. Okay, so... I think that's what he dropped then. I think I just read the Ash of War and that thing's name together and thought it said giant glaive. So this is technically a strength weapon. Ooh, man, it really is a strength weapon. 26 strength. And it weighs 12. Holy crap. Okay, cool. So I'm glad I was walking through here at night then, because we're... Okay, so that's why I couldn't tell that it was quite nighttime, is because... It literally, that's why he just spawned just then, is because it literally just hit nighttime. Well, it just hit nighttime as he was showing up. So, makes more sense. Then where is this guy? Oh, there he is. So he patrols in a pretty large range, it looks like. This guy over here on horseback. So I'll just check all of this environment while he's walking his way over here. There's multiple guys over there as well. And we might explore onto the path right now, because, I mean, the path is sort of my delineation for the moment. I don't want to go past the path, but at some point I'm going to have to explore on the path itself, so I might as well do it now, and then just go to the other side of the path whenever we get there. Okay, can't hit this guy. There you go, there you go. Sweet. Okay. Yeah, so let's explore on the path itself as well. And now, can you get on top of this? I don't think there's anything on this, right? Because it doesn't, like, I could kind of see the top of it from the angle I was just standing at. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a way up there. So I'm not going to worry about it. And then here's the Site of Grace. This is, what are we technically at? This is the East Raya Lucaria gate. Gotcha. Okay, yeah, so we'll go on the path as well as everything on this eastern side of the path, and then once we get through the path itself and the eastern side, then we'll go over to the western side of the path. The path. Yeah, so like I was saying, there's a lot, there's multiple baddies sitting over here, so let's go take care of all of them real fast. Most of them I think are just these small guys, but we've also got that knight. Which I think those are the knight that's sitting there. I think those are the same things as the ones that we've been fighting on the horseback, like these guys. That one guy, he's just not he's not promoted enough to have a mount. So sucks to be him, I guess. Sucks to be you, I guess. What is that from? Isn't that from like an old Vine or something? I don't know why I can't remember. Oh yeah, that's what it was. That guy that, I have no idea what his name was, but he made the Vine where he goes, have you or a loved one been injured in an automobile accident? Sucks to be you, I guess. And then it just ends, like making fun of those like legal help adverts, but then he gives no legal help. Sucks to be you, I guess. Oh crap. Sucks to be me, I guess. This guy flinging stuff at me from way up here. Oh man, this guy means business. He's enchanting his weapon. Or imbuing it, whatever you want to call it. Ooh, that hurts a good bit. Oh man. It appears that I cannot really stagger him whatsoever. Oh, okay, I kind of got a stagger there. Oh, he's going to hit me. Got these little guys walking around. I'm almost dead. I need to heal real fast. This little guy that's just running around. Can you stop that, please? Man, even when he puts his shield up, since I'm on Torrent, I'm kind kind of consistently just still hitting his back, swinging around his shield. What a dummy. 3 sanctuary stones. Very nice. I like the, like, this armor that they wear with, like, the purple, whatever that is up there. I think that that's cool. I like purple very much, so I think that's, it's probably not really, it's really not that the armor itself is cool, I think. It's just, I like that they got some pale pull. Alright, anything else up here? It does not appear so. This piece of ruins fell right in the middle, right dead smack in the middle of the path, which was probably pretty inconvenient for people that were actually using the path. But I'm not one of those people. I just use whatever land is available to me, because that's what future Elden Lords do, is you just kind of, you know, wherever your feet can trod, it will be trotted. I'm kind of getting to the other side of the path here, which I don't want to do. Oh yeah, and then this leads up to a whole other, like, camp thing over here, further up the path that we'll go to in a second. And see, these are the areas that I like. There's some areas that I don't love doing the, like, 100% exploration and checking every last part of the environment. Like, I always enjoy the game, and don't get me wrong, like, every episode of this I make, I love it. But there's times when it's like there's areas that are a little less enjoyable to 100% because there's just not that much in them, and you kind of feel like in order to hit every part of the environment, you're kind of walking in circles and you're not really encountering anything as you walk through super thoroughly. But here, I'm picking up a lot of stuff on the ground. Like, there's a lot of stuff in the environment to pick up. There's been a lot of enemies, and it makes deep exploration of a particular area that much more fun when there's a lot of stuff. And really, I should probably just gauge that as I'm playing and kind of go, alright, like, yeah, I'm trying to 100%, but this particular area doesn't have much, so we're just going to kind of run through it. But you don't always know that until you've already 100%ed it, and then in hindsight you go, wow, there was barely anything that I picked up in there. Which was kind of how it was in all of the environment surrounding Caria Manor, like out front, the path that led up to the front of Caria Manor yesterday. There wasn't really much there at all, but I still checked every last corner, every nook and cranny was checked. And we didn't find much, but at least we can say it was done. It's kind of like the, you know, those videos. There's multiple versions of it, and I've seen it on YouTube, like all through the years. Different YouTubers doing different forms of it. That just like, we did such and such, so you don't have to. I remember years ago, I think Rhett and Link did some videos like that, where it was like we drank every whatever flavors, you don't have to, or something like that. I don't know. I don't think that was one of them, but that's just an example. And then now there's people that do things like, I played Forspoken, or I 100%ed Forspoken, so you don't have to. For those of you that don't know, Forspoken was a terrible, terrible game that just really sucked. Oh, there's a craziness thing going on here. I forgot about this. So that's kind of how I feel sometimes with doing this 100%. Is it's like, if you're ever wondering about an area, you can just come watch one of these videos, and you'll know like everything that's in there, because I've looked at everything throughout, like, as we go through a particular area. So it's kind of like, I 100%ed even the sort of lame areas, so you don't have to. Because some of the areas, like I said, once you get to 100%, you just kind of go, wow, yeah, that area didn't have much. Holy crap. I need to run up there and kill this thing. It's like a trebuchet, I believe. So let's run up there rather than... I was going to try to explore part of this, but I should probably just run over there and deal with this now. From what I remember, I think there's only... It's like small guys on these trebuchets, so you get hit with that craziness. Yeah, but look, it's just little guys. They're just kind of sitting there. Like, they're not even standing. They're just sitting there at the trebuchets. Look at how tiny they are in comparison. You're gonna have to stop with all that noise. You are driving me nuts. kill you as well. I don't know if there's other... There are other trebuchets here? Oh yeah, it looks like there's one on that side as well. Okay, so we're going to wrap up relatively soon, but there's a couple more things here I want to finish. I'm trying to get to kind of a good stopping point before we end for the day. And I want to go back and finish like all of the path that leads up to this spot, but I just wanted to come get the trebuchets real fast, because I feel like if you don't, there's no way that you're exploring that path. They're just going to keep hitting you. Okay, so both of these, the guys on there are dead. I need to, like, circle... Oh, hello. I need to, like, circle around, because I don't really want to fight all of these guys yet. So if I circle around, I can get to the other side where the other trebuchet's at. And this is just Cerulean, right? So he probably doesn't have anything on him. Yep, just Cerulean. Okay, cool. So I pretty much... So this is like the huge grand lift that I've been referencing over and over again, that we can't even use right now. I think there's a Grace inside there, though. So we might run up and grab the Grace as we explore this area. We'll see. But let me go kill this guy on the trebuchet real fast. Get him out of the way, because he's very annoying. And there's this guy. I'm also going to have to take him out. Oh, you're another one with the frickin' enchanted weapon. You and your enchanted weapon. And then there's little guy here, too. Crap, I knew that was going to hit me. Ooh, he almost hit me again, actually, which would have been certain death. Frick. Okay, and there's a lot of guys around here. They're just everywhere. Got him. Okay. And there's all those guys. Don't you blow that. You stop that right now. Okay. Did that item just disappear, or did I pick it up? It's weird. Alright, and then where's this thing that I'm hearing? Oh, it's just a Crimson Scarab. Don't care. Okay, so let's go back down to where I was, because this is... We just skipped over a whole bunch of stuff. So let's go back down to where I was now that crisis has been averted. There will be no more trebuchets happening. And this is all stuff, we'll explore all this later, because this is the other side of the path, like I said. So that is not stuff that I'm ready to explore yet. But right here... Oh, so you know what? I've never really sat and looked at this. So is this... What is this supposed to be? Like, I don't know how that relates. That's got to be some sort of... If I knew the lore surrounding that, that's got to relate to something in terms of the area, because they're all up along... Those statues are all along Bellum Highway. But I don't know, like, what the story of those is. If they have to do with some sort of belief that the people of Bellum have, or if it's like some sort of religious thing. I have no idea. Let me heal real fast with this bad boy. Let's get some heals. So like I said, I'm trying to get to a good stopping point here. I just feel like I don't really... Crap! I didn't mean to heal again. I don't really want to just stop in the middle of the forest here. But I don't know that we're going to find necessarily a good place to end today. We might just have to just call it quits soon. Alright, so all of this environment, I would say, is done. So, oh yeah, and then this is that piece of ruins where... Wasn't that where the bats were? I believe the bats were up underneath this. Let me just double check. I'm trying to re-gauge where I am and what I already explored. Yeah, that's where the bats were. Okay. So yeah, we'll work our way up this hill. I kind of ran through this hill a second ago to get around to the back of the trebuchets, but let's now run through and check it thoroughly, and then I'll see if maybe we can fly through here and find a Grace, and that'll be a good spot to stop for the day. I don't know. Because, so far, there's not a good place. But inside of this camp, where all those trebuchets were, I think... So I saw a chest in there, so when we actually go and explore that thoroughly, there's a chest in there. We've also got to explore this little thing down here out in front of the camp, whatever's down in there. Oh, and I see an item over there, too. Looks like it might be, like, one of corpses'... oh, and wait, can I get... Actually, hang on, what is this? Oh, that's right. There's a whole thing up here, too, that I can get up to. So let's go up. I should probably go up there in a second. This might be the easiest way to get to it, though, if I run up here rather than try to go up the ruins. Can I get to it this way? I can. Yeah, so I think this is only... Could I have accessed that from down there and I just missed it? I must have. Okay. Alright, well then, since this is a whole thing up here that I haven't gone through, let's call it for today, and tomorrow we'll continue our way through all of this. Because we got this little thing here, looks like they've got some items on them, and so we'll finish off this side of the highway tomorrow, and probably be able to finish up this stuff tomorrow too, and then we'll go along this side after that. So it's going to wrap us for today, so thanks so much for checking out today's episode. If you enjoyed it, I would highly appreciate it if you would leave a like, maybe a comment, and also hit subscribe. So thank you for watching, and I will talk to you tomorrow.